Okay, let's go ahead and kick this video off. Happy Hump Day, aka Wednesday. Hopefully, everyone is doing great. If you're not, no worries. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Right now, I'm currently having some voice issues. A little chilly where I'm at, so voice is a little raspy. Do apologize, but let's get right into SoFi now. Ooh, boy, is this a new all-time high on SoFi and 52-week high? Well, yes, it is. It's actually a lot of things. So SoFi did break out today very, very nicely, very highly anticipated. We're going to get to the SoFi news that happened yesterday, and I didn't bring it up yesterday in yesterday's video, mainly because this tends to happen a lot around SoFi where they go ahead and drop a bunch of hints and stuff gets priced in, and then they drop news and the stock really does not go parabolical, even though it really should. There's a lot of option signals right now that are really looking around the high $30 price range, which is unreal. I have shares in the teens. I have shares in the sevens. A lot of people that I talk to, they're holding a very large abundance of shares all over the place, from the low teens to the high teens to even below the teens, below $10. This stock has made a lot of people money, and I really feel that SoFi can make people life-changing money as well. If you enjoy this video, please smash the like button, subscribe for more content. But getting right into it, yes. So today we did bust past this all-time high, and we got above it barely. And obviously, shorts stepped on it a little bit. And plus, this typically happens not just to SoFi, but pretty much any stock out there. It's pretty much just a break and pullback mentality. You see the same exact thing happen repeatedly. It's technical analysis, chart fundamentals, and we pretty much made a new all-time high back in 22 September. And then you basically see we pretty much sold off. There was a lot of really bad stuff happening 2 months ago within the market. A lot of fears, uncertainty, kind of consolidated, and then we boom busted past this one, definitely for earnings, and then we pulled back, and then we've been consolidating, and then we basically busted through our previous all-time high, literally not even like 2 weeks ago. Has there been 2 weeks? 29th. Yeah, it's actually been exactly 2 weeks. Each candlestick here represents 1 day. It doesn't look like 2 weeks because you're missing the weekends, but yeah, it's been exactly 2 weeks. 2 Wednesdays ago, we made a new all-time high, and we just made one. Everything's looking just so bullish, so beautiful on this stock. The moving averages are pointing up. The MACD on the bottom you see here is pointing up. The RSI is 59, 60-ish. Today it was probably at the high, definitely above 60. Still not overbought. Anything really above 70 is considered to be overbought. But you can be above 70 for a long period of time, and SoFi's done that. As long as we keep getting good news, the government shutdown seems to be going very reopening. It's not reopened yet, but that is already factored into the market as well. We probably will not be getting CPI this week. Tomorrow, who knows? Maybe we will. We may or may not get PPI. But regardless, right now it's really dictated on just, hey, like Federal Reserve. SoFi is in a great position. If the broader market is going to continue to rally, yeah, we could very well see just a brand new 52-week high repeatedly. Kind of like a Palantir epic upward momentum style run. So that's really the update right now on SoFi. I honestly really don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, tentacles are pointing up. Anything can happen. But as for economy related stuff, so this has been floating around more and more, pretty much about stimulus checks. I remember back in 2020 and also 2021, I believe it was 2020. I don't believe we got any in 2021. I honestly really can't remember. Anyways, the market went absolutely parabolical. If we do get stimulus checks, the amount of money that's going to be coming into the market, it's unreal. Can we still get a 2018 style pullback? I don't know at this time frame anymore. I really don't. If anything, we could very well be getting a 2022 style, where we sell off in the first portion of the year. Maybe, obviously, in 2022 we were fighting a massive inflation. Plus, we were in a recession back then with 2 quarters negative GDP. But at the same time, you had the Fed hiking rates. Now we have the Fed lowering rates. So if something bad happens in the beginning of 26, I mean, I can safely, hopefully, really believe that it's going to be resolved relatively quickly. But a lot of people are really just waiting for this market to pull back so they can get in. And there's so much money on the sideline. And if these checks do kick off, these 2,000 stimulus checks, my gosh, that's even more money into the stock market. A lot of people on the opposing side of the Trump administration is saying that the reason they're doing this is because they know, the Trump administration knows secretly that labor data is going to be god-awful, and it's going to be signaling recession left and right. Therefore, they are getting people ready not to panic and getting the markets prepared for bad data and to be like, hey, we are ready to bail you out. We're going to bail out, people by giving them a $2,000 check if you make below 6 figures. We have the Federal Reserve. Jerome Powell is going to be replaced soon with obviously a more aggressive rate, a pro rate cutter human being. So it's politics. But I do remember 2020 and 21, the markets went parabolical. Could we go on another year-long bull rally? I mean, we've theoretically been in a bull market now for the last. I mean, it's a shocker to really say this, because depending what stocks you are in, you could have made a fortune or you could have gotten clobbered. To be perfectly honest, but I mean, if you look back, pretty much from 22, we've just been on a utter tear. Like, you look at all this consolidation throughout 2022 here, and you just you see it. The moving averages just tied up completely. December, January 23, and then boom, we've just been on a utter tear. If you got into stocks during 2022, 23, and you got into growth companies, great companies, not the penny stock realm. I was in the penny stock realm during this period. Made a decent amount, but also, got my bum handed to me as well too. Now I'm all about growth companies, but yeah, we've been on a multi-year just utter tear. Utter tear. So the fact that we have rallied so much, I mean, sure, anything is possible. But if we do get these stimulus checks, that's going to be epic, in my opinion. It's going to flood in even more money into this market, which is going to be unreal. Looking over SoFi, like I said yesterday, they released the bank crypto. Anthony Noto, such an OG, such a great CEO, was on doing interviews. And I mean, there's a lot of upside still to SoFi. the stock does get a lot of delayed responses, which pisses people off. It actually pissed off a family member of mine to where they entirely sold out of their position because they just got absolutely irritated. Irritated in the sense where SOFI would release great news and the stock would go down. And then a week later, you would see a stock rallying. It's a very backwards mentality. But then again, right now we're in a backwards market. We need bad data for the stock market to go up because we're going to be getting interest rates. President Trump has stated that we want to turn that around, which hopefully we do. I think that is utterly stupid. We get bad data and then the stock market goes up. We get good data, the stock market goes down. SOFI releases epic news. The stock either goes down or the stock does nothing. And then a week later, the stock rallies. It's a delayed rally. It irritates a lot of people out there significantly. So we can only really guess what's going to happen next. I'm enjoying doing these videos for you all. Hopefully you enjoy them. And if you definitely like them, please give them a thumbs up. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking more in depth, and we'll see if the government does reopen today, maybe tomorrow, maybe they're going to release an official statement about CPI or something around there. But if the Federal Reserve starts talking, saying, "Hey, yeah, December, oh yeah, we're gonna do another rate cut," we're gonna continue rallying harder. All right, take it easy, everyone. Hopefully everyone is feeling well, not being sick. And see you tomorrow. Later.